Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For those who are new, my name is Bianca, and today I'll be making a Tommy Hilfiger inspired monokini. So I have 3 color yarns: dark blue, white and red, and I have my scissors, my hook, which is a 4.0 mm. If you can see that, so 4.0 mm, my needle, stitch markers, and your measuring tape or tape measure. Alright, so to get started, we're going to make a slip knot, and we are going to chain an amount that gives us 1.5 inches. So I have 6 chains right now, and when stretch is about 1.5. So we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, yarn over, and insert our hook into that 6th chain with a double crochet. So we are now going to continue making the same amount of double crochets, including the chain 3 that we had, until we get about 4 inches. So chain 2, turn our work, insert our hook into the 2nd double crochet and make a double crochet. So we'll be doing that for 4 inches. So I've now completed all my rows to give me 4 inches, and I have 7 double crochets, 7 rows in all. And based on the type of hook that you're using, and your tension, this will differ. So now what we're going to do, we're going to increase. So we chain 2, turn our work while yarn over into that same stitch that we made the chain 2, pull up a loop and then pull through 2, pull through 2. So that's our increase. So we made a double crochet in that same space there. So we're going to make a double crochet at the end as well for our increase. So now at the end, you'll just yarn over, insert your hook, pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over again, and repeat. So we're going to chain 2, turn our work, and do the same thing that we done in the first increasing row. So now that we're at the end, we made one double crochet, so we're going to make the second one. So you repeat this row of increases, just increases, for about 4 to 5 rows, and then I'll show you what to do in the next set of rows. So continue on increasing for a total of 5 or 4 rows in all. So we are going to continue with increasing on both sides until we have the number of rows that you see on the screen. Now the number of rows depends on the type of hook that you're using, and also your tension, and also what type of crochet that you're using, so take it with a grain of salt, and you can adjust as you see fit as well. So the rows that I suggested on the screen, you start it from the increases. So I had 7 for my base here, and I have 7 more of increases. So I need 15 rows. So I need to make the number of rows 8 rows in all. So I need to make 8 more rows of increases as well. So you continue to make the same amount, and when we're at that point, we are going to use our stitch marker to mark the spot. So continue with your increases until you get the number of rows that was on the screen. Alright, so now that I've completed making my the front portion, which is the underwear piece, we are going to mark it with a stitch marker on both sides, or one side if you don't need to. One side should be fine. So what we're going to do is to continue with our increases until we get the length to be this amount that you see on the screen. So for me, I need about 13 inches. So far I have the length of this is stretch is about 11 inches. So I need to make my increases until I get 13, or the same amount of inches that I showed you on the screen. When we have that, now we are going to keep it straight, so I'll show you how to do that. So you're going to continue with your increases. So I've completed mine, and this is how it looks, and it's about 15 inches when stretched. Now the middle piece from where you've made your stitch marker should be 10 inches in total. So when I checked mine earlier, this piece, the increases, was about 4 inches. So I need a total of 6 more inches left. So the part that we have here now, we're going to crochet without no increases. So I need the amount of rows that will give me 6 inches to complete that part. So that's what you'll be doing for your own sizes. Okay, so your work should look something like this with the, remember this is the starting point of the underwear, and we increased it till until we get the sizes, and that's the size that I sent, well, that I showed you is the width of the bra base. So we crochet up to that point, and then we kept the straight going up until we got about 8 inches in total. So from the underwear portion to the top here should be 8 inches. And what we're going to do now, we are going to change colors, and to do so we are going to just pull this last double crochet out, and then we're going to make it so when we have two loops on the hook, we're going to change our color. So the first color that we need to change into is white. And to change the color, we're going to just tie this on the blue yarn like that, and just pull it up like so. So we are going to just complete our double crochet with the white. So after you've completed your double crochet, we're going to chain one, turn our work, and we are going to make half double crochets. So we're not going to bring this blue yarn with us, we're going to leave it at the end. So yarn over, insert the hook into that same stitch that we've made, that we're coming from, and then pull through 3. So we're going to continue to make half double crochets until we're at the end where we will change our color. So now that we're at the end, we'll just pull up the loop, and we're going to change our colors to complete that half double crochet. So I have my red here. We're just going to tie it on as we did before. So we're going to complete it now. I just pulling it through, just like that. So at this point we're going to cut the white piece because we won't be needing it anymore. We're going to chain one, turn our work, and do the same as we done with the white. So yarn over, insert into that same stitch, and then pull through 3, just like that. So we're going to bring these to hide them behind the crochet so that we don't have to deal with them later on. So as I said before, we didn't weave in this yarn, so what we're going to do now is to just switch, to just bring it up back here. And to do so, alright, let me just start over. So we yarn over, and then we have our loops here. We're going to bring this around and just pull this through to complete that half double crochet. And now we're going to cut this, and then we chain one, turn our work, and we're going to hide this yarn. Now we're not going to make in half double crochets, so we're going to be making single crochets in this row. So this is how it looks so far, and this is the wrong side, so I'll have to fix these. So this is how it looks, and what we're going to do now is to make the bra cups. So at this point I'm just going to just chain one and cut my yarn and pull that through. So you count the amount of single crochets you have here and divide by 2. Alright, so I had 49 single crochets in total, and I divided by 2, which will be 24 on one side, 24 on the other side. So in the middle, which would have been the 49th, or the extra one, I am going to attach my yarn into the middle for both sides. So to attach the yarn, we're going to make a slip knot, just like that, and we're going to attach it in the middle. So just pull through, and then what we're going to do is to chain 3, yarn over, and then make our double crochets. So we won't be decreasing as yet until we are at the second row. So now that we're at the end, we're going to chain 2, turn our work, and start decreasing. To decrease, we're going to yarn over, insert our hook into the second double crochet you see in here, pull up a loop, insert into the third, pull up a loop, pull through 3, then pull through 2, and that's our decrease. So we'll continue until we're at the end, where when we have 2 double crochets left, we are going to decrease. So we're going to yarn over, insert our hook into that double crochet, pull up a loop, and then insert it into the chain 3, pull up a loop, pull through 3, pull through 2, and that's our decrease. So after we've completed our first row of decreasing, we're just going to chain 2, turn our work, yarn over, and continue with our decreasing. We insert the hook into the second, pull up a loop, insert it into the third, pull up a loop, pull through 3, and then pull through 2, and that will be our pattern basically until we're at the top. Until we're finished, until you get the peak. So I'll be completing this part off camera. When I'm finished, I'll show you what to do for the other side. Alright, so you should have something looking like this at the end. So what I'm going to do now is to just turn my work, insert a single crochet into that double crochet, and chain 1 like that. So chain 1 and then cut. That's it. That is the top portion. Now I'm going to add the white piece. To do so, make a slip knot, and we are going to attach it at the end here. To pull through, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, yarn over, and continue by making our double crochets until we're at the middle. So now that I'm at the end, I am going to chain 2, turn my work, and start decreasing as I did on the first cup. So just to remind you, to decrease, you're going to yarn over, insert your hook into the second, pull up a loop, insert it into the third, pull up a loop, pull through 3, and then pull through 2. So that is what we'll do until we're at the top, like this one. Okay, so this is how it looks so far, and let me see if I can put it in full frame. So that's how it looks. Right, so now we're going to make the back portion, and for the back it is a thong. So we're going to get the blue yarn. Alright, so to start, we're going to make a slip knot and attach our yarn to the back portion here. going to pull through and chain 2. I'm going to yarn over and start with our decreases. So we take our hook, push through the second, double crochet, pull up a loop, push through the third, pull up a loop. Continue with our double crochets. So we have 2 stitches left, and what we're going to do is to yarn over, insert our hook into the second, and then into the last one insert our hook, pull up a loop, pull through 3, pull through 2, and that is our decrease. So we're going to continue with that until we have 1 double crochet left. Alright, so I have 2 double crochets left. So what I'm going to do is to turn and insert with a single crochet. And the reason why this is so thin, because when we lined the rest of this, it is going to be thicker, so we don't want the thong piece to be too thick. Okay, so when you have 1 single crochet, now you're going to make as many chains that will give you 5 from this piece. So remember, you have a stitch marker here. You're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to mark that, and then you're going to make as many single crochet that will give you to stretch up to this point here. So that's what you're going to do. So I got about 21 stitches. So what I'm going to do now is to chain 2, yarn over and insert your hook to make a double crochet there, just like so. So what we're making is the back part of the thong. I'm going to chain 2, turn our work, and in that same stitch we're going to insert a double crochet. So we're increasing. In the second double crochet we're going to make 2 double crochets in that. So this is how it looks so far. As you can see here, I'm going to chain 2, turn our work, and continue with our increases at each sides or at the end. And we're going to do that for 5 rows. So we have 1, 2, 3, So this is how it looks, and now we're going to chain one and cut. So we're going to start with the border, and to do that we are going to start with the color white. So what we're going to do is to make the straps, connect it to this side, go around, go around the entire thing, and then make a strap at this part here, and then do the same for the other side. So we're going to make our slip knot and make a chain that is long enough to go around the neck, and then to cross at the back and to come through this side here. And if the client needs, they can tie it around the waist as well. So that's what we're going to do. So I'll be making about 200 chains in total. So after you've made your chains for the straps, you're going to attach your yarn on this side, and do it at the end here. We're going to make our borders with a single crochet until we're at this point. So we're now at the point where we have the stitch marker. So what we're going to do is to remove the stitch marker and put it on the opposite side. So follow the line to over to this side. And we're going to just complete that stitch. So that is, so where we have the stitch marker, it will be the straps for the underwear part there. So we're just going to make about 100 chains to give us that, and then we'll finish with that piece. So you can make as many chains that you need, but that is where I'll be ending mine, at 100. Okay, so I made 80 straps instead of 100 because it should be long enough. So I'm just going to cut and pull. So that is it for that piece. Now we're going to make 80 again, to connect it here so that we can have it for the tongue portion now. Right, so I have 80 chains here. So what I'm going to do is, in that same space, I'm going to just attach my yarn with a single crochet, and that is it. And I'm just going to continue with the borders. So now that we are at the tongue portion where we have our single crochet, we're just going to continue making single crochets in that piece until we're at the end. So now that we've completed one side, we are just going to make the same amount of straps that we started out with, which was 80 for the underwear part of it. So we're now going to make the same amount of chains that we had. So we had 200 on the other side, so we're going to make 200 chains with the red and then attach it as we've done before. So now at the end, what we're going to do is to attach our yarn like so. We're going to attach it here where we have the blue, like so, chain 3, and then we're going to yarn over and make our double crochets until we're at the blue area right here. So we'll make 4. Just like that. So we're going to chain 2, turn our work, yarn over, and we're going to start decreasing. Oops. So now we have 3, we're going to chain 2, turn our work, and then skip the middle and insert into the last, just like that. We're going to chain 1, turn, and then finish this with a single crochet, just like that, and then chain 1, cut. So this where we have here will be where be for the straps. So we're going to attach the straps into that space, like so. So we're going to do the other side now. So just going to attach. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, yarn over, and make 4 double crochets. So I'll show you. Oh, this is how it looks so far. Let me see. The frame is not that wide, but this is how it looks so far. And this is the top and the bottom piece, and then the tongue area. Alright, so at the end of the video I'll show you how it looks on the mannequin or in pictures. Alright, so thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.